And we're live. Hi, and welcome everyone to today's live stream. I know no one's here yet, but for the people watching it afterwards, this is going to be my very first live stream of 2019, and it is a Q&A live stream. And I'm quickly going to promote it on Instagram. So hold on one moment. I'm going to snap a picture of my screen on which I am. Ta-da. And then tell people I'm live on my channel. So while we wait for people to join, I already have questions that I got onto my announcement video. And if you hear noise, my cat is in the same room. The door is also open because my boyfriend's computer is processing something and he has to walk in as well a few times. So we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna stream for at least 1 hour and then we're gonna see how it goes. So hopefully lots of you will be able to join. And my boyfriend has already been creepy and staring at me, but there's no one here, so no one to react to. And my cat is also looking at me like I'm some weirdo. Fun times.
Love you.
Love you too. So I'm gonna wait until a few people are able to join. And if not, I'm gonna wait to the 2.5 minutes mark to start answering the questions. I'm gonna open them on my phone, which I keep here with me, so I can answer all of the questions that have been asked onto my announcement video. So let's go there first. So yeah, if you hear lots of noise today during the live stream, it's normal. My cat is around me, my boyfriend is in the house as well, and they are both walking around where I'm sitting. There wasn't really a better option for me to find a place to sit. So let's see, I'm going to the Q&A announcement video and I'm gonna start answering the questions that have been asked there. I also got a few on my Instagram and I will be checking those out later. And if you have any questions, then you can ask them here. Hi, Cindy, welcome. Welcome to my live stream. I haven't actually started answering questions yet, but I'm gonna do so right now. So I'm gonna go to Cindy's questions now that Cindy's here. So she knows that I've answered them. And the thing on my wrist is the stamp from yesterday's party I attended. Cindy says, I see a background change. Yes, I used to have the double size thing of this behind me, but because my boyfriend now has virtual reality thing and we are sitting in the same desk, we actually switched furniture a little bit so we have more space here to actually move around and do things, such as using the virtual reality thing. It's a Oculus Rift that we have, well, that he has and that he uses, and he has a shooting game and last time he accidentally hit the wall and stuff, so that's why we made more space so he can do what he needs to do for his Oculus. So now into the questions. The first question that Cindy asks, what's the craziest / weirdest thing you've ever eaten? If we go into crazy as in weird things in general, crickets. I think crickets is one of the weirdest things that I've eaten. And the craziest, the Flaming Hot Cheetos. Those are crazy hot and they're actually not legal here in Belgium. Well, you can import them and eat them, of course, but you are not allowed to sell them here in Belgium unless you have a special import license. But it's like too hot according to Belgian regulations to be produced and made here. So craziest / weirdest, Flaming Hot Cheetos and crickets. And the crickets were actually fried crickets, so they were kind of dry and crunchy. But the main thing that I found disgusting, crazy, weird about it was that the bits stick between your teeth, and I just found that disgusting. And I don't think I would ever like want to eat those things again. Like if I get it somewhere, or if it's part of a challenge, I won't mind eating it, but it's not something that I would go and eat. And my boyfriend's computer, okay, it's just a normal thing. Hi, Toverster, welcome. I am answering Cindy's questions right now. Um, Cindy also asks, "What's your go-to clothing? What's your current go-to clothing piece?" It's actually kind of what I'm wearing today, but I have two dresses that are similar. They are both just plain black dresses, and then I wear something with sleeves underneath, just to keep myself warm. So it's kind of a dress combination. So a dress that can be either an alternative one or a normal one, and then long black sleeves underneath. That is my go-to outfit nowadays with thermal leggings because it's freezing right now. The dress I'm wearing today actually has these little mesh inserts here and at the waist that you're not able to see. And also at the bottom, there's like a streak of mesh into the dress. And yeah, I really love it. It does give a nice accent to my clothing. It is still very basic, but I can wear pretty necklaces with it. This one is from Ayame Designs. Josie made this for me, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's my basic go-to look nowadays, just black and then jewelry. There's another person joining. AO, welcome, and thank you for calling me beautiful. I did do a makeup look for today's live stream. Um, I went to a party yesterday, and if I wouldn't wear makeup, I would look like absolute death right now. We stayed until close to 5-ish, I think, so it was pretty awesome. It was an infected party. For those of you who are from Belgium who maybe know the parties I attend, it was infected yesterday, and it was one of the best ones recently. So it was really fun. Mom Raven also joined. Hi there, and welcome to my live stream. Um, I'm quickly gonna go through the other questions on my YouTube video. You guys can, of course, ask me questions that I then can answer as well. After the YouTube questions, I will go to my Instagram, and then I'm gonna answer all the ones you ask me here, unless it's like in between, and I will start answering them as I go. Cindy also asks, what song is stuck in your head? There's a lot of songs that get stuck in my head. Right now, we actually have music on in the other room, and it's Mr. Kitty. And I constantly have Mr. Kitty songs stuck in my head, although I don't know the names. I know the melodies and stuff. So right now, I think that Mr. Kitty is the music that is stuck in my head most of the time. So then we're gonna go to questions that have been asked by Hey Shaker. He asks, if you could meet anyone in the world alive today, who would it be? Very easy, Emine Kritik. She's one of my now best friends here in the world in general, but we haven't physically met yet. So if I could, I would 100% want to meet her. All of my other friends who live close by, I try and see them on a regular basis. I know it's pretty hard sometimes to find a time that works for everyone. But yeah, that's the person I would like to meet. Second question from Hey Shaker is, if you could meet anyone from history, who would it be? Whew, that's a really difficult question. I think maybe Queen Cleopatra would be cool, although I'm not sure how it would work through the language barrier. But I think Egypt is very fascinating, and Cleopatra has always been the most fascinating person from that time era to me. So I think Queen Cleopatra is a good choice for person of history to meet. And the third question, will you come shovel my driveway? I think you live in the US, so no, it's a bit far. And I don't even shovel my own driveway because we don't have a driveway. We live in an apartment building, and there's other people who take care of the sidewalks, etc., which is very nice. Um, Then I also got questions from Naoko Kawai. I'd like to ask, what are your thoughts on feminism, and if you consider yourself feminist? And she also says, I hope I can make it to your live stream. So I hope she can make it as well. There is a new person joining, Mining Away Mine Diamonds. Hello, welcome, new sub, yay, awesome, thank you so much for joining. We're doing a Q&A live stream. I am first answering the questions that got asked on my YouTube announcement video, then I'm gonna hop over to my Instagram, and then of course I'm gonna answer your guys' question. I'm gonna stay here for about an hour, so feel free to ask away. So to go back to the question of Naoko Kawai, my thoughts on feminism. I think feminism is a good movement. I mean, men and women should have equal rights in a lot of things. Do I consider myself a feminist? No, not really. I have a feminist mindset, but I don't really consider myself full on feminist because I don't really go and push people into thinking a certain way. That's just not what I do. I think feminism has always been around. It's only since recently that it's really been pushed into a movement and into something bigger than it actually should be, in my opinion. I think equal rights are generally something that should be out there and should be done and stuff, not just for women, for everyone. So yeah, that's my thoughts kind of on feminism. If you guys disagree, feel free to let me know. Or if you agree, then also feel free to let me know what you guys think. I really don't consider myself a feminist, although I strongly believe in the things that feminism stand for. But it's not because of that that I should consider myself feminist, because to me it's just a normal way of thinking and not something extraordinary or special. Then I also got a bunch of questions from Lothar Biesbrock. What's your favorite horror movie and why? I don't really watch that many specific horror movies. I do watch gory movies like Underworld and other similar vampire themed movies. I also watch a bunch of zombie movies, but specifically horror movies, I don't really watch. I think one of my favorite ones is The Shining. And the main reason I'm thinking about that movie right now is because it made a really awesome cameo in the movie Ready Player One, and that's what's making me link to that video, that movie specifically. But it's not like I have watched it recently or anything, and I don't really watch a lot of horror movies in general. I have watched a lot of them, but I'm not specifically attracted to watching them or like seeing them and stuff. There's no people joining. Hi, hey Shaker. I already answered your questions, so feel free if you can to go back to the start more or less of the video where I answered your questions, or you can rewatch the video afterwards and see what I answered. Mom Raven is saying, love Underworld, have all of them. Yes, same here. There have been announcements that there would no longer be Underworld movies being made, and then there have been other rumors that they are working on a new movie, so I'm kind of confused, but I really want more Underworld movies. Underworld is my all-time favorite movie, franchise, series, whatever. It's absolutely amazing. I love Celine. I just recently got a coat that is heavily inspired by Underworld and The Matrix, and just the classy, like long black coats. Yeah, main reason for me buying that is Underworld. Um, so yeah, The Shining is brilliant. Yes, it is a very good movie. It is so complex and it has so many like different mind fucks in it that it's just so good. I really enjoyed it. So let's see what the other question is. What's your all-time favorite song you can hear without getting bored of it? Um, hmm, that's a really difficult one because I do tend to get bored of songs after hearing them too much. Let me think. Whew, that's really difficult, actually. I don't think there is one specific song, or maybe there is. Blue Monday by And One. Well, the original as well too, but the N1 version will always have my like favorite over the original. I really love N1 and his voice, the way he sings. So maybe Blue Monday, but the version of N1 would be my all-time favorite song that I just can keep on listening to. Um, and finally, the third question, which software are you using to make your mixes for Mixcloud? I currently am using Tractor, and it's written the same way that the truck, well, the vehicle is written more or less. And I use that software to do all of my mixes, but I have also used other software. So there's a bunch of them that you can use. There's Virtual DJ, there is Music Box, there's all sorts of other things that you can use, but I personally prefer right now at this moment using Tractor, but we are looking into getting a new console to mix with, so a new like mini thing that you use to mix your mixes, and it will come with other software, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna switch to that software as well. And then I have a bunch of questions by Emine Critique. The first one being, do you have a hidden dream that you've never shared with anyone? A hidden dream, not specifically, but something I don't really talk about a lot, is that I would have loved to be a dancer. I love dancing, but I never considered it being something that you could do as a profession unless you were like a trained belly dancer, etc. So maybe not so hidden anymore. A dream of mine is to be a dancer, but right now I'm just not feeling that it's something that I should pursue. I would love to work with music and I would love to work with artists and dancers and stuff, but it's not something that I would right now at this point in my life do. If I would right now pick another dream job, it would be working with music and being involved in music. But since it's such a niche thing to work in, I don't think it's realistic. Maybe in a few years I will change my mind and look actively for a job in music and stuff. I don't know what's gonna happen. Right now, I'm just very happy with the job that I do, which is a boring office job. And then afterwards, I can do whatever I want and feel free to do what I want for YouTube and other things that I enjoy. And I think for me right now, this work life balance is pretty good. I get to attend the events I want to attend. I know if you work in music, that you also have to do other things besides just your 9 to 5 hours. So maybe this is a good compromise for me. So I went completely on another track than the question, but hey, it's okay. Um, Question two, do you hold any convictions that you would be willing to die for? No, I don't think so, at least. I think with this, I'm not sure what she exactly means with this question, but I think it's like when religious people are willing to die for God. I don't have that for anything. No. Um, And question three, do you prefer that people shoot straight with you or temper their words? I would rather have everyone be just straight with me and just tell me what's going on or tell me what they want to say. I don't like it when people try to give me hints and stuff. I don't work like that. You can do it, but then it will just take a lot longer for you to get your point across. Um, just tell me what you want to tell me and it will be fine. I will never take something badly because you decide to just tell me your hair looks ugly, or instead of going like, oh, have you done something to your hair, and then going through the conversation and then in the end it appears, oh, you don't like what I've done with my hair. Just tell me. I mean, I'm not going to take it badly. um Arctic Spider is joining. Hi, Arctic Spider. Welcome to my live stream. If you have any questions you want me to answer, feel free to ask. Um, I'm working on the last few questions that I got on my live stream announcement, and then I'm going to switch to Instagram, and then I'm going to depend on you guys to ask me questions. The next one that is here is the last one also for my YouTube questions. It's by Amy again. Do you see the glass as half empty or half full? I try to always see the glass as half full. I try to be as optimistic as possible in life because there's already a lot of negativity happening in general. So I try to be positive. It is not always easy, but I try to. So I hope that I can always see the glass as half full. And now let's switch to Instagram. So hi everyone who's joined in the meantime. There's 9 of you, which is awesome. Thank you all for joining and taking a little bit out of your time to come and talk to me. And my boyfriend is gonna walk in. He's gonna walk behind you guys, so you won't see him. His program is rendering over there, so he's gonna check in every now and then. If you guys want to see him, tell in the comment section and he might just show his face, hungover face. Let's check the questions that I got on my Instagram. Cindy is saying, hi, Jeroen.
Hoi hoi.
I don't think we will ever make a video together, a video, because he's just not like into showing his face on camera, but that's okay. I got a few questions from the Gothic Slytherin on Instagram. Coolest concert you've been to this year and coolest concert you've ever been to. So this year, I think VNV Nation or Motionless in White? I'm looking at my boyfriend and he's like, VNV. So, okay, coolest concert this year? Yeah, probably VNV. Coolest concert ever that we've done together? Maybe? I don't know. We've been to a couple of festivals together, which have been very nice. I think I'm gonna go for the Aesthetic Perfection concert in Antwerp last year. Aesthetic Perfection has always been one of my favorite bands, so I'm super happy whenever I can see them. But I think that last year the show in a small venue was a lot better than at an actual festival. So I'm gonna go for this year VNV Nation and overall Aesthetic Perfection. Um, There's also other people saying, hey, Orphea's boyfriend.
Hello, hello.
So you can hear him. He's arm length from me, more or less. Haha. He's not gonna show his face. Not right now, at least.
Oh.
And then the Gothic Slytherin also asks, what tattoo artist outside of Europe would you love to have a chance to get tattooed by? Really love their work. This is very easy for me. Kelly Doty is one of the artists I would love to get tattooed by, but I don't think she will ever come to Belgium. There is also Henri Straume, but he does conventions in Belgium, but he's always fully booked. And then, of course, Ashley, and now I can't figure out her last name anymore, who won Ink Master a few years ago. She's also a super talented tattoo artist that I would love to get work done by. And then Miko, my tattoo artist who left Belgium to go to the US. Yes, Ashley Ryan, indeed. Cindy is helping me figure out the last name. Yeah, and of course, Miko, the guy who did my half sleeve and a few of my other tattoos. I really hope he someday comes back to Belgium because I want to get more tattoos done by him. So hopefully one day, and Jeroen too. He currently has one tattoo, a really awesome arm tattoo done by Miko. And he wants more, but he only wants to get tattooed by Miko. And let's check. The last question from the Gothic Slytherin on my Instagram. What awesome piece of art have you seen lately? I've seen lots of amazing tattoos that I consider pieces of art. One of the artists I recently started following that I really like, and he's in Belgium, so I hope to one day get tattooed by him. He's called Lenny Tusvey. I'm gonna quickly show you on my phone what his page looks like. It's written like this. I will just type it in. I think it's gonna be better. Lenny Tusvey. There we go. He's on Instagram. Whoops, I think I made a typo. Yep. It's like this. There we go. He's on Instagram and he's also on Facebook. So if you want to see his amazing tattoos, it's all black tattoos, and I would love to get tattooed by him someday. We'll see. If he ever answers. Lenny, if you see this, answer your emails. Whoops. And there goes my phone. So one pet peeve that I have with tattoo artists is tattoo artists that go like email for appointments and then within a month don't answer. Like, I get it that they're busy, but it's also their business, and I think that you should run your business like a business, so also replying to customer emails. Anyhow, end of rant about this. I'm gonna quickly check the questions that you possibly have for me. Mom Raven says, this is not a question. However, you and Amy look like sisters, and I hope you will one day meet. I hope so too. That would be very cool to have her either come to Belgium or for me to go to the US to visit her. Either way would be very cool. Arctic Spider asks, what do you think about face tattoos? My boyfriend's over there acting weird. I like face tattoos on other people. I don't think I would personally get a face tattoo. I do like the tiny tattoos that go here around the ear, but that also means that with my hair down, I could hide that tattoo. And that is something that I would always consider when getting tattooed is, can I easily hide it for work or not? For now, I'm not going to go into any visible tattoos that I cannot hide easily because I want to keep my job and I want to keep growing in my job, and for that, unfortunately, I have to look normal. But yeah. Otherwise, I don't think I will ever get face tattoos. I do like a lot of face tattoos. There's a girl who has Nevermore on her face. I do really love the way that looks, but I would never consider getting that done on my face. There's also a few people who have teardrops and hearts and roses around their eyes. I like the way it looks, but again, not something that I would personally ever get, but I do love the way it looks on other people. Cindy says I'd probably get my ears tattooed and also the inside, the side there. Yeah, in ear tattoos, I know someone who has like a spider web here inside of the ear that is so cute, and I might someday do that, but not in the near future. First, let's start on this arm to get a half sleeve done, and then we'll see what comes next. There is someone whose name I unfortunately cannot pronounce. Where are you living? You are USA. No, I am Belgium. You are trancy. Um,
What?
what do you mean? Do I listen to trance music? No, my boyfriend does, so I kind of do listen to it, but it's more of a good side effect than something I personally choose to put on. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, start asking. I'm gonna grab a drink behind me, strategically placed. You know Serbia. Yes,
Serbia.
I know Serbia, the country. I have never been there.
Pičku mat. Sorry.
Okay, that's the side effect of having my boyfriend here. My name is Sloga. Hi Sloga, welcome to the live stream. We're doing a Q&A today, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Could you stop? Either you be quiet or either you go. That person is saying your boy is from Serbia. No, he just knows a few words from bad connections at parties.
Colleague.
How know our words? How do you know Serbian?
Omdat collega op werk was.
Hey, not in Dutch.
A colleague at work was Gordon Vidovic. He played soccer in the Belgian team, and he's from Serbia.
There.
So he learned me a few words.
So a colleague of him, football player, colleague,
Soccer player.
soccer player. What was his name? Gordon.
Gordon Vidovic.
Gordon Vidovic.
He played for the Belgian team of the World Cup in I think 97, 96, something like that.
You from Brussels? No, we are not near Brussels. We are near Ghent, which is another big city in Belgium. Cindy comments, Jeroen the invisible side commenter. Yes, exactly. And this is why usually I tend to do my live streams when he's not here. And yeah, Cindy is from Brussels. So Cindy Cahill, the girl in the live stream. How named player? Gordon
Yeah.
Vidovic?
Vidovic. Yeah.
I'm not sure how to write it, but it's Gordon. And it's not super recent. I think it was in the 90s somewhere, 90s, 2000s, 97 apparently. So he's, yes, exactly that one. The name you're typing there is the name of the player, Gordon Vidovic.
Yes.
So on another note, more questions. Arctic Spider, have you considered taking more ear piercings? Yes, I had a helix piercing done, but after over a year, it still hadn't healed and it was still super uncomfortable. So I just took it out and yeah, I just didn't bother getting any more ear piercings. I'm not sure what I would get, but now I'm not balanced. So I have my stretched ear and then one like regular lobe here, and on the other side I have my stretched ear and then a regular lobe, and on the inside I have another piercing. So I kind of want to get another one done here as well. I might get this thing, the tragus, the one he has. I think it looks cool, so through this thing I might get that done, but not in the near future. I think, I'm not sure. Maybe if I go to Veerle from Skin Culture, and she has a spot available the moment I'm there. I could get it done, uh, but yeah. um, so, our Serbian person, my name is from Serbian anthem on Cyrillic. Your look is same trans person. You drink beer. No, I don't drink beer. This is tea. Arizona mango tea. No beer. Not today. Not ever for me. Boyfriend, yes. Me, no. There's another question from Toverster. Are there more videos coming about your bullet journal, and are you into hand lettering? Yes, I will be doing more bullet journal videos as I continue the year. So I was trying to do either a prepare with me, so get ready with me for the new month video, not for February, because my planning for YouTube has already been done for a few months. So it would either be March or April when I do that, so that I will flip through the previous months and then show you how I set up for the new one. And also go through the YouTube part of my bullet journal. I'm not going to do that every month, etc. But I will try to do it every now and then to keep you guys updated on my bullet journal. And then are you into hand lettering? Yes and no. I do try to do calligraphy-ish writing in my bullet journal, so to have it really written pretty, etc. But on a day-to-day basis, I don't use it. So only for my bullet journal do I try to write pretty things and to make it look kind of calligraphy-ish. But most of the time, I don't bother. But I do like it. I would like to know how to write better. Most of the time, what I will do is have tutorials on YouTube that I use for specific types of writing, or those picture tutorials that you get on Pinterest on how to, like, for example, if you use a highlighter, then you go around on certain spots with black and then with white on other spots. Um, that is what I try to do. Um, So, hey Shaker, thank you for answering my questions. You are very welcome. Oh, you're Canadian. Okay, well, there's even more snow there, I think. Over here, it's currently freezing, but we don't have snow yet. um, the Serbian person asks, your boy or you know capital city of Serbia? I don't, to be completely honest. He's standing there right now because he was just about to leave. He doesn't know. Can you tell us what is the capital of Serbia? Because I honestly don't know, but I think if you tell me, I will probably know what it is. Uh, let's see. You gonna stay or are you gonna go? So, Arctic Spider, what band do you hope releases a new album this year? Aesthetic Perfection, and I am certain the new album is coming this year because he had a bunch of posts about it and he's working on finalizing it and stuff. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the new Aesthetic Perfection album. Any other bands that I would love to bring out a new album are Dead Stars, but that's impossible because they're not even, I don't think they're even together anymore. Another band, Rob Zombie, maybe, that would be awesome. Okay. I see a lot of capitals written. Why your look is black like funeral? Because I love black. I think black is a happy color. And I'm goth. I relate to the God subculture. If you don't know what God is, there is a full video series up on my channel, which you'll find if you go to my YouTube channel. It is the What is God series, and in that series, I explain what God is. And yeah, basically, I wear black most of the time. It's just because I find it pretty and I enjoy wearing black. Arctic Spider says it's cold in my region to about minus 34 Celsius. Like, what? Here it's like -4, -5 maybe, but not more than that. It's not super cold in here. So yeah, I don't think it really compares. And Hay Shaker says we're actually getting a storm here right now. Okay. Um, I would not want to start here. Could you maybe stop writing in all capitals? It's like really distracting. So you're getting a storm. Is it a snowstorm, a rainstorm, a hailstorm, or is it just wind and not anything falling out of the skies? Here we had a lot of wind the last few days, but fortunately there's not a lot of um, like actual rain or something coming out of the skies. So we don't have snow, we don't have hail or rain. We just have very cold weather right now. Um, your city is North Belgium? Yes, I am in the north of Belgium, in the Flemish part where we speak Dutch. But for all of my YouTube videos, I speak English because it's easier for most people to understand. You listen black metal? No, not really. I know what black metal is. I know a few bands, but I don't really listen to black metal. Uh, capital start on B like Belgium. Is your capital Belgrade? Because someone else said it higher up. So Belgrade, possibly. I'm not Googling anything right now, so otherwise I would just Google like the capital. And my city is Ghent. It's with a G. Ghent, if you look for it on the internet. Um, Okay, I'm trying to go through the questions. Arctic Spider says, be careful, winter storms are the worst. Yes, any storm is worse, but winter storms are specifically terrible. I just hope we don't have a lot of snow like like last year. Last year we had over 20 centimeters of snow, and I actually had to go by foot to work because it was impossible to take my bike, and with the car it was very dangerous to get there. Cindy is saying that normally on Tuesday we'd have a bit of snow. I certainly hope not. I am not a big fan of snow. Like, keep all your snow to actual countries who need it, but don't give it here. I don't like it. I don't need it. Hey Shaker says it's snow right now, supposed to turn to ice pellets, then rain, then a flash freeze. Oh god. I'm glad it's not here. Ooh, and Jossie is here. Hi, Jossie, and welcome to the live stream. Jossie says, sorry I'm late. I completely lost track of time. No worries. How was your photo shoot? For those of you who don't know Jossie yet, Jossie is going to be a regular face around here. Jossie is the person who made this necklace for me. She also made beautiful earrings, but my ears kind of hurt from wearing them all night yesterday. They're a bit heavy, and instead of wearing them through my tunnels, I put them underneath my tunnels, which actually pulled on my ear. Stupid me, but yeah. So yeah, this beautiful necklace is by Jossie. She's amazing jewelry maker. And for those of you who are wondering where the nose to ear chains are going, Jossie is actually taking on all of the nose to ear chains that I made, or different designs that I made, and lots of more prettier designs. So if you're looking into buying nose chains, go to Jossie as well. Jossie, feel free to post a link to your Etsy if you want, so people can find you, because the jewelry is really beautiful. So this is one of her necklaces. Let's check. A person from Serbia is still asking questions. So Ghent in your city is football club? Yes, we do. Do you trip on South Europe on close Serbia? I'm not sure what you mean. It's close your city is Liège, Genk, Brussels, or Bruges. No, no. Ghent is in between. So if you look at the map from Belgium, it's kind of a triangle. You have Antwerp, then you have Ghent. So Antwerp, Ghent, and then you have Bruges is near the sea, and then at the center of the country you have Brussels, and then beneath that is Liège, Luik, as we call it. So yeah, no, I'm not really close to any of those countries. Jossie says it was lovely, just freezing cold. I can't wait to get the photos back. I'm super excited for it as well. Your makeup was so pretty with the green lipstick. So, um, let's check the other comments. It's kind of really distracting with all the capitals. Tover says, by the way, I love the God series. They are very interesting. Thank you very much. I put a lot of effort into those videos. I think it's important to educate people on what God is, but also like on all the specific niches within God, because sometimes you will have comments like, yeah, what is this? What is this? What is a baby bed? How do you start in the God scene and stuff? And I think it's important to give people information. Now, I know I don't know every single thing about every single part of the God subculture, but I do a lot of research for these videos, and I have been around in the God subculture for 9 years, 10 years right now. And my boyfriend has been around for ages as well in the God scene. So, yeah, I have someone very well to base my opinion on and to ask questions to, etc. Cindy says, Jossie, I'm considering getting the pentacle nose to ear chain, but I'll be putting up an order soon. Love the witchy stuff you make. Okay, awesome. Cindy, ask Jossie for custom orders if you want something custom, because she also does that. I personally will completely stop making jewelry. I still have a few supplies here and there just to make a few things for myself or to fix things that I buy or to shorten stuff and stuff. But I will not be creating anything anymore. And I gave all of my old stock to Jossie so she can disassemble it and use it to take off the parts and make other things with it. So yeah, I don't have any supplies anymore to really create anything. I might just make a few things for myself or for the sake of tutorials on my channel, but I will not be actively making things and selling things anymore. I closed my Etsy shop completely. So yay, freedom! It was really getting hard on me to make all of the orders on time and to ship them on time, because I was doing it on top of my job, on top of YouTube, on top of all the other things that I do. Why is the cat meowing like that? Ah, okay. I'm not sure if you guys can hear the cat meowing, but she gets really like loud when she's about to get her food. So if you heard it as well, she's getting her food. So Chelsea shared her Etsy, which is amazing, and then you trip airplane close Serbia. It's cold in Ghent. Yes, it is cold in Ghent. Come here in Serbia on holiday. Maybe someday. Right now, we're planning on going, hopefully, to Prague, which is just the city that we want to plan on go to. We also want to go to Germany, to more German cities, and then of course warmer countries. But we'll see what we do. We don't have any fixed plans on where we want to go on holiday yet this year. It all depends on both of our jobs and what is available and whatever happens in the world. So yeah, we'll see. But right now, for me personally, Prague is on my short list. Um, Sydney asks, are you gonna do Pagan God for the series? Well, I actually have a really long list with all the different types of gods that exist. So I'm not sure in which order I'm gonna do that. Best thing to do is comment it on my most recent video, because I will always use the comments on my most recent video to decide which one will be next. If everything goes to plan, and I'm gonna say if, then Cyber God is probably the next one I'm making, because it is so different from all of the other styles of gods. Otherwise, I might do corporate gods as one of my next ones and military god, because I do find those very important as well to mention. But I will be doing 12 this year, so there's 11 more options that I need, well, that I probably already have in my list. But if you prefer me getting started on one of those, then just comment them on my most recent video so that I know you want to see that one. Okay. Arctic Spider says, I might work this summer. And where will you work? Is it something to do with like um, tourism or something else that might be related to something? Uh, Serbian person, why you in Belgium learn 4 or 5 languages? You speak French, Belgium. So yes, Belgium has 3 national languages. So we have Dutch, Flemish, then we have French, and we have German. On top of that, most people know English, but most people don't know German. Or if they speak German, they might not know French. So most people speak two languages in Belgium. Officially, you have to speak French and Dutch. Most people don't speak those two, but a lot of people speak English, sorry. So English is very common here in Belgium. If you come here as a tourist and you talk to people, most of them, I'm not saying everyone, but most of them, especially people our age, will know English and will be able to talk to you in English. So if you're fluent in English, it helps. I've improved my English a lot through my YouTube channel because before I was really insecure about speaking English. I do still make a lot of mistakes, but that's normal. It's only by making mistakes that you improve and that you learn. So yeah, but yes, I do speak French. You go in Greece on sea holiday. Greece is not a country that I would immediately think of, but I could maybe one day go to Greece on holiday. Um, Arctic Spider says tourism indeed. I love working with tourists. It's a good way to make more friends, and I love making friends. Okay, and are you going to any specific countries for your job? Because if so, I could maybe try and see if there's anything in common that I could do or something. I'm not sure, but like I could always try. Hey Shaker says, I liked your baby bed video. I sort of consider myself a permanent baby bed. But that's okay, because I consider myself a baby bed as well, like in my mindset, because I feel like I'm always learning more things about God, about the God scene, about the different parts of it, about different types of music. So I kind of always see myself as a baby bed mindset, or you have to have a baby bed mindset at least. But I try to kind of understand everything that's going on. So I want to know a lot, which makes me baby bat-ish. But I have been around for so long that I already know a lot as well, which then kind of not makes me a baby bat anymore. I'm never saying I'm an expert on God. I am not. I am part of the God subculture, but I'm not an expert in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, I'm glad you guys are enjoying my subculture series on what is God, and yeah, I hope to continue it for at least this year, and then afterwards, yeah, maybe continue it. We'll see what happens. Like it all depends on how well you guys like the videos and stuff. Um, Let's see. Cindy says, except in Brussels in the shopping street, they still speak French. But if you try, they speak English. If they can make a sale out of it, they will try to speak English. Um, your age 25. No, I'm 26. Belgium is good on World Cup football last year. Your English is good. I'm go. Bye. Thanks. Okay, so thank you for joining. Yeah, we did really good on Football Cup. And well, when it's the World Cup, we do watch it. I'm not a big football fan myself. My dad is, but I always kind of watch like the big events when Belgium is playing because we do have a good team, surprisingly, since we're such a small country. Um, let's check the other questions. So yeah, if you guys still have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm still gonna be here for 15 minutes, maybe more, depending on what you guys want from me. Hey Shaker asks, do you also consider yourself a metalhead? Yes and no. I used to consider myself more metalhead than God until I actually discovered the electronic side of God music. And then I started relating more and more to God subculture. But I do still kind of consider myself a metalhead as well, because I do listen to a lot of metal still. I do have the specific attire that metalheads wear because it crosses over with God a lot. And I do know a lot of metal because I used to work for metal magazines. I was a concert photographer in my spare time. I used to do a lot in the metal scene and I was very involved in it until I got into God and I graduated, and then I actually looked for a job and stuff. But I still go to metal festivals and I still enjoy metal music. So I'm somewhere in between a metalhead and a god if we look at it from a really technical point of view, which I don't ever like doing. I think no one belongs to one subculture specifically. So yeah, I kind of do consider myself a metalhead and a god at the same time. Let's put the scan away, shall we? Arctic Spider asks, are you going to a metal festival this year? No, not specifically. We were maybe looking into going to Graspop again, which is a Belgium festival, metal festival, which is very good. But I don't think we're gonna go. It's become very, very, very expensive, and most of the bands we've already seen a couple of times. So for us, it's not really worth the money. But if you are new into metal and you just want to see a lot of bands that maybe don't tour in other countries, I think it's a very good starting point going to one of those metal festivals. There is Graspop, there is Hellfest the same weekend. They're kind of the same festival, just in different countries. The one festival that we are attending, which is for sure, is Wavefest, which is heavily focused onto new wave and then, of course, electronic god music. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. I can't remember any of the names of the bands that are playing there right now. I could check it on my phone. Hold on. Oops. Let me check what Wavefest has as bands this year. Just so you know as well. It's very close to us. It's in Waregem this year, which is 15-minute drive from where I live. So it's very good because I don't like staying at the campsite anymore of festivals. I do prefer actually sleeping in a bed and stuff. Um, so that's what we are doing this year. If we're going, well, we are going to Bifest. I already asked for my leave of work and stuff, so everything has been arranged. So I'm just quickly gonna scroll through the names and tell you my favorites. So there's Empathy Test, Solar Fake, In Strict Confidence, the Cassandra Complex, which I don't really know that well, but I think it is very good. Then the day after that, there is VNV Nation, Lebanon, Hanover. The day after that, I'm quickly scrolling through, Tiskeluder, Mesh, Bloedengel, Killing Job, and Nietzsche app. The day after that, there is N1, Apoptygma Berserk, Whispering Suns, which is super good. And I think then this is the last day. Yeah, that was the last day. The other days, there's still a few names, but it's tribute bands, so it's not really bands that we can see. But that is one of the Belgium festivals, the only Belgian God festival that is around still. So yeah, we're going there. Let's scroll back. Hey Shaker says, I am of the opinion that you can be both. In fact, most gods I know are both. Yeah, a lot of gods come from the metal scene, especially here in Belgium, and that is kind of a point that I wanted to bring across in my baby bed video. It's not because you like metal that you can't be gods, and it's not because you are gods that you can't listen to metal. I think there is a very big crossover between the two, and that's normal. So Mom Raven says, have to go take care of my kids. Love your live stream. Blessings to you and all. Thank you so much. And I hope that we will talk again soon. So I'm really looking forward to the project I'm working on. So talk to you soon. Bye, Mom Raven. Then we have a question by Cindy Cahill. Is your hair easier to style now? And can you still make it poofy as you used to? Yes, I actually can. So yeah, for those of you who haven't seen it yet, my hair is a tiny bit shorter than it used to be. So I got it cut to just over shoulder length. So this is the longest bits right now. It used to be about waist length in the back, and it was just really too heavy, too long. And I again got layers cut into it, so it's really easy to make it stand up poofy. I actually can do my huge god hair with it. So yeah, I'm really happy that I finally cut my hair again, or got it cut again. I do cut my own fringe. That's the only thing I do myself. But yeah, the length of my hair finally got cut off. Yesterday for Infected, Jossie helped me braid in some of my dreads again, which was something that I really didn't want to do when my hair was so long, because when you want to braid them in, you have to make sure that your dread is longer than your hair, because otherwise you will braid over the entire dread and it will not be very visible anymore. So I'm really happy that my hair is short again. It's a lot lighter. When I take a shower, it doesn't take 5 hours for it to be dry and stuff. So I'm really happy about it. Chelsea says, I'm also both a god and a metalhead. Most of my friends are too, so I think it's pretty normal. Yes, I think so too. Um, Gary Wilson. Hi, Gary. Welcome to the live stream. Somebody probably asked this already, but what are some of your favorite God bands? I grew up with the God scene in the 80s, you know, the Bauhaus Batcave era, and it was a great time. Um, so, this is going to be an odd question for me because my favorite God bands are maybe not specifically trad god, as in older god music. But if we go specifically into that genre, I do really love Susie and the Banshees and The Cure. They are two of my favorite bands in the more traditional god genre. But if we look at current, nowadays god music, then Aesthetic Perfection is one of my favorite bands. VNV Nation, of course, Mr. Kitty, who makes more synth pop god music. What do I also like? And one I really love. There's a bunch of bands that I really love. And recently, a Belgian band that has a really trad god sound is Whispering Suns, and they are super good as well. If you haven't heard of Whispering Suns yet, I would highly recommend you checking them out. They are also in my music favorites 2018 video. I really love them. So they're a really great band. Um, let's check out some more. So there's a bunch of people replying to band names that they really like. That is awesome. Arctic Spider says, out of the subcultures, I am active in goth and punk. Yeah, they're very closely related. Goth comes from punk, so it only makes sense. I think it's only normal that you're involved into more than one thing. So I think it's pretty normal. Hey Shaker says, I love both the similarities and the differences amongst the different subcultures. So, yeah, that is something that I want to do as well for my channel, and it's going to be a separate video from my What is God series. It is metal versus God and stuff. So, comparing two subcultures and just telling the things they have in common and then also the differences, because a lot of people don't see the difference between a metalhead and a god, which I kind of can understand, or a punk and a god. So I think it would be fun to highlight those differences and the similarities between which are actually two different subcultures but who have a common basis. So I think that would be a fun video to make. I could do it in the next few months. I could maybe combine it with a few other videos I'm working on. It does involve a lot of research. People always underestimate how much research you put into such videos. They think it's just common knowledge that we have in our heads, but it's not the case. So, um, Cindy says, pretty much same here. Arctic and Psychobilly Rockabilly. Okay, so Cindy's also punk and goth, which makes sense. And Cindy says, if you want to do the punk goth thing, hint, hint, yes. Yeah, I'm actually already thinking about how I could best do those videos. If I should do them as collabs with other people that I know who are heavily invested in another subculture or not. But like for the punk, it might be a very good idea. Since I did plan on having you over for something else already, we could combine it with that. So that's a very good idea. So people watching this live stream, you already know that there's probably going to be a video about Punk versus God with me and Cindy, which would be a very good idea, actually. So, yeah, that's what these live streams are also good for. It allows me to interact right away with you guys and just to know what you guys are interested in, what you guys like, etc. So, and I'm getting all sorts of comments like cool or yeah, that sounds awesome. So, yeah, Cindy, if you're up for it, that's our next collab. So, yeah, if you guys have any more questions, ask away. It's almost 7, so I can stay for maximum half an hour still. That is the absolute maximum because I have to make food and have to eat, of course. I recently decided to try out more fun food recipes, and it's actually been really great. And I've been eating more veggies and weird stuff. Well, weird things I would usually not eat because of it. Hey Shaker says punk versus God round one fight. Not like that. Not like that at all. And if some of you might maybe be wondering, The makeup I'm wearing is again by Notoriously Morbid, and if you want anything by them, you can get a discount. No, they don't ask me to do this, I just love their makeup. Desi, hi Desi, welcome to the live stream. I'm not sure if you have been around for a while or not, but welcome anyways. Desi has the coolest hair. I want Desi's hair so bad. It's like a really burgundy or vibrant red, depending on when she dyes it, and I'm black, and it's just, for me, it's the dream hair combo. And my boyfriend is walking closer again. Still don't want to show your face? Nope, okay. Boyfriend still doesn't want to show his face. So Desi says, I find myself a mix of grunge and goth. Do you like any 90s grunge bands? That's a difficult one. I'm not sure what you would consider 90s grunge bands. I do really like Nirvana, which could be considered a grunge band. I do really like Country Loves, so the wife of Nirvana singer, lead man, uh, Kurt Cobain. So the words. I also really like the project of Kurt Cobain's wife, who's called Courtney Love. I also really like her music. So yeah, that's kind of all I can think of right away off the top of my head as 90s grunge music. I also really like Cranberries, if they're considered 90s grunge. I must admit, I don't really know a lot about the genre and I haven't really gone deeper into it. It is very well possible that I do listen to a lot of bands that are considered of this genre, but I just don't know they are. So, uh, Cindy says, does Hole count? What? Gary Wilson asks, lately I've been into the band Drap Majesty. Have you ever heard them? They are an 80s vibe to them. No, I haven't actually, so I hope that you're wait, I'm getting confused in my head. I hope that I will try and find out this band after the live stream, so I put them into YouTube and see if something pops up. If you have any songs I should check out, feel free to comment them, to put them in the chat box here, or to comment them afterwards on the video so I can find them way easier. But I will definitely have a listen. And Cindy says, whole country's band. Oh, okay. Ah, okay. I wasn't sure about the name. I know she had a band, but I didn't know the name. I think I was convinced it was called Country Love or something like it. So you guys, do you still have any questions? Or do we all go and chill on the end of our Sunday, have a good meal, have a good sleep, and then tomorrow back to work? Or do you guys still want to ask me anything? It's all up to you. And I got a few things here vibrating, so there's people sending me texts. Let's see. And Heavy Metal Mama is also joining. So yeah, you guys, I'm not seeing any more questions pop up. I'm gonna give you a few more minutes and then I'm gonna wrap up this live stream. It was very much fun, more fun than previous times. So yeah, I did really enjoy you guys being here with me for this live stream, the very first one of 2019. I'm gonna be doing one live stream every single month this year, and I'm gonna be doing different things during the live stream. So there will be get ready with me's as well. There will also be crafting videos. There will be other live streams in which I just talk about things or just chill live streams. So it's all up to you what you guys want to see on my channel. If you have any recommendations about things you want to see during those live streams, feel free to let me know. I might also do closet clean out live stream, which will be for somewhere May or June. I will do that because it was a lot of fun doing that in a live stream with you guys. And it was a lot easier for me as well because if I do it with my camera, it stops recording every 15 minutes. So I have to make sure that the camera is still running, whereas in a live stream, it is very much easier for me to just keep it rolling because it's just about the internet connection and the battery of my laptop. So it is a lot easier for me. So I see a lot of people saying thank you and goodbye. So I'm going to say thank you very much, everyone, for joining. Have a lovely evening and lovely end to your weekend. And good luck at your jobs during the week. Or if you still study, good luck with your studies and your exams. And I will see you very soon on my channel. There is an extra video this Wednesday of my baby bed transformation. And then, of course, regular content as always on Fridays. So yeah, I hope to see you all on my next videos. Bye guys!